All right, thank you very much, Marissa. Our next guest is a friend of our program, and he's got an event that you need to be made aware of that is taking place on Saturday. It's going to be at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees, and you know him as a Philadelphia Flyers on-air analyst, and from our sister station, The Fanatic, Mr. Jason Myrtetus is joining us.
What is going on? I haven't been on a rock radio station forever. 93.3 WMMR. Coming up.
Is that what I sound like?
No, not you. That's what I sounded like when I did. That's why I got fired.
Okay. Yours as what we would call in the business a puker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I could puke with the best of them. Ooh.
Dude, there was a time in my life where I was a hardcore flamethrowing
We all were.
top 40 puker.
Trying to figure out who you are.
Totally. Yeah. Exactly. Took
Jason,
forever.
you were one of my first friends, I think, in this building when I first started working here in 5. Yeah. I
You don't have a lot of friends.
I don't. No, but I always like going down the hall. Listen, I love sports, right?
Yeah.
I love sports, and so when I had the opportunity to work at a company that had a sports station, I would go down there like a little jock sniffer that I am. But you were the one who gave me an audience down there.
Here, sniff my jock.
And I appreciate that.
I got a jock for you to sniff. Yeah, it doesn't smell good. Yeah, Harry and I would let you in and you come in and do the. I think you called us the friend because we were the only one that let you on our show.
Yeah. Your other coworker would never do that.
Well, listen, Jason is on to promote this charity hockey tournament. It's called a Cancer Warriors tournament. And for those who may not know, but Jason was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. How long ago was that diagnosis?
I was notified on December 22nd.
Wow.
So 3 days before Christmas. Hell of a gift, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right? No kidding. And so you've been going through chemotherapy and radiation treatment. You're near the end of your treatment, right?
Yeah, I did 4 months of chemo, basically January through April. And I began about 5.5 weeks ago, radiation, 28 total. I have number 27 after I leave here today, and number 28 will be on Monday.
And what do you know so far about your progress if you want to share that information?
Yeah, I've been very open about it. I had a very good response. What's deemed as a moderate response to chemo. The only thing that would have been higher would have been complete, which means I had no cancer. That was obviously going to happen. So I'm hoping that the radiation kicks the crap out of the chemo, or the cancer like the chemo did. And we're NED when we get our scans here in about 2.5 months.
So this event is going to help raise funds for your medical costs and all of that. So one of the things we were talking about off air is that you waited too long to go get checked out. You need to share that, and I'm sure you have already. But if you could share it with our audience, that'd be great.
For some reason, Preston, I was scared of the colonoscopy. You know, and I'm 53 years old. It's ridiculous, but I was sick for about 1.5 years and hiding it from everybody. So eventually, came up one morning. I told my wife, "You got to take me to the ER," because I was in so much pain from just dealing with the side effects of the cancer that was in my colon. So. Go get a colonoscopy. Advocate for yourself. I know a lot of people go and they say they're having an issue. But the colonoscopy is the biggest nothing burger
totally.
procedure in
Steve
the world.
and I, how many? Steve,
I've
had at least 3, maybe 4 colonoscopies.
I had 2 within a period of like a couple of months because they just had a little. There was something that was wrong during this game. Nothing that caused me any problem. In fact, I got another dip into the propofol.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
How about that sleep?
And you're cocooned. You're so, and it's these things. That. A lot of times, and this has been a big bane of my existence collectively, you terrify people with, you're better. No, don't take that approach. Take the approach that do something for yourself and the people that love you. The good news is a good portion of what you're going to go, and if you find something, you're going to find it early. You obviously had a bit of a delay, but we were talking, the prognosis is looking pretty good. And you want to advocate for yourself, but be encouraged. You have every reason to be encouraged by being proactive, and that can make a big difference.
Yeah, and listen, these are the lessons that I try to teach my kids, especially my son, right? And it's not because I'm smarter than him, it's just because I've made the mistakes. So the lesson right now is to the listeners, don't make the same mistakes that I've made.
Yeah, I got lucky because I denied it for 18 months, and when they did my diagnosis and staged me, I was stage 3B, L2 because of lymph node involvement, and M0. M0 is metastasis. I got lucky it didn't spread after all my denials. So I figured I got to go public with it and help people to not have to go through. You don't have to travel down the road that I'm on. You don't.
We were talking a little bit off air, Jason, about how great the care is in our area and the access to terrific doctors and facilities, and we really are lucky to live in a region where that happens, and you can get to places where you can get treatment and hopefully find a path to remission or cancer-free or a cure. But all of those things come at a cost. None of it's cheap, and the healthcare system in this country is a mess, as everyone knows. And so I think that's part of the reason why there's this event tomorrow night.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And my care team's been unbelievable. The Flyers, charities, and I partnered to donate $10,000 to my care team, the people at the chemo center. Those people are the unbelievable. They show up every day and deal with the people getting treatment. It's unreal to me. So they've been great. And my oncologist, Dr. Altman's been unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, I have a normal job now, I do a bunch of things. So, the cost of medical is quite high, and we're going to be there tomorrow at the Flyers Training Center all day. I think the championship's around 2:00, and it's a 3-on-3 tournament. What's better, for me, getting the game on the ice in the middle of summer when you don't have hockey? Come on, that's my safest place in the world, being in a hockey rink. So I can't wait to be there tomorrow. I'm going to be there probably around 1:30 for the remainder of it, and make it as long as I can. But I just appreciate everybody that's involved in it. The station's giving away some great prizes to add to it, too, which is incredible. The support has been beyond humbling to me, and it's renewed my faith in humanity a little bit, because we live in this avatar egg world of social media. You don't know if that good people exist anymore, but you find out that they do.
Who's playing in the tournament?
There's all kinds of people. They put it in teams. Frankie's got a team in there, and men's leagues, they get guys together and they submit teams for these and have these 3-on-3 tournaments. And I would never play in one of these as a goalie, because it's probably way too much action and no defense.
Yeah. Are you a goalie?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah. I retired at 50.
Yeah.
Had enough.
There's no support in communities in the sports world, as far as I'm concerned, like the hockey support. And we had the Goodrows in studio a few weeks ago, and what they went through is unbelievably awful and tragic, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. But the support that they've seen is just remarkable around the league, from the Flyers, where the Goodrow brothers never played, but they grew up here. For the team in Columbus, Calgary, etc. It really is, to me, heartwarming and encouraging to see the hockey community come together.
They're the best. And one of the guys that really supported them, and Guy Gaudreau brought him out to Flyers training camp last year, was John Tortorella. And he's been a huge support for me. He checks in with me all the time. And Torts doesn't text on you. I just want to see how you're doing. Yeah. No, it's, you got treatment tomorrow? I go, yeah. And he goes, don't F it up. That's true Torts fashion, right?
Well, also being positive, being able to laugh, being able to be, again, if you're on the sideline, I want to repeat that. You have every reason to be encouraged. We live in an incredible time. We're on the precipice of so many great things. But right now, treatment is such that there are different ways of putting something into stasis or shrinking it down and then, surgically remove, whatever the variations are. And I've heard a lot of them, in my own experience. You need to just know that it's safe. You're doing something that's good for you, but also think about if it doesn't work for you because I don't know, think about the people, and I don't want to scare you, but that would hear the bad news, that love you, that this is around. And you can put an end to that by just going in and getting the checkup. You find something, but you're going to find it more than likely early and be able to take care of it.
Absolutely.
And that's the positive message to carry forward.
Yeah, had I gone 3 years earlier when I was supposed to, it may have just been a polyp at that time.
Yeah.
Not on this road feeling like crap and all that. So
if you want to get tickets, we have a link set up, WMMR.com/events. It's for Cancer Warrior hockey tournament. Is there another way people get tickets? Or
they can just go.
Okay.
You can just show up to it at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees.
All right, so it's tomorrow, starting at what time?
You can get there as early as 9 in the morning, and it'll go to about 3 o'clock.
And it's at the Flyers Training Center in Voorhees.
Yep, which they just recently redid.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
By the way, besides doing the pre-intermission, post-game, you do a daily podcast about the Flyers as well? Okay.
Yeah. In the off-season, I do it 3 days a week.
Yep.
5 would be too much.
Yeah.
But during the off-season, we do every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Flyers Daily.
Okay. They're going to get their crap together, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we got Ty coming in. I mean, it's been, Nick said a stat the other day that I didn't even realize. They haven't been in postseason in 5 seasons.
We haven't had a home playoff game here since 2018. Because the last playoffs they made was in the bubble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Think about that. Block parties wearing shorts to a hockey game.
Yeah.
You haven't done that since 2018.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. That should never happen.
I agree. And every season we feel Yes.
This is it.
This is it.
Great in November.
Yeah.
There are pieces there, and then you watch teams like the Panthers or the elites of the league, and you realize that the Flyers aren't there yet. But I am honestly encouraged by the direction that they're going. I think Danny Briere and Keith Jones know how to build something good, and I don't know what Rick Tocchet is like as a head coach. You probably know better than we do, Jason. So what are your thoughts?
I think he's a guy that is perfect for this team right now to develop them further, take the next steps. And they've taken a lot of players away over the last couple of years, subtracted, but haven't replaced them with equal to or greater players. They've with lesser, which is why you saw the hard part about a rebuild is this part, the taking away and sucking. Now the fun part begins. It's the building.
Yeah.
And that's where excitement comes in.
And so that's where I'm completely lost in this world because, Flyers made their 2 first-round draft picks. And so I read, and then I read the comments, and some people are like, yeah. And then other people are like,
there's a lot of scouts on Twitter.
Yeah, tons of scouts. So I don't trust anybody, but I'll ask you, how'd they do?
Look, I'm no scout either. I'll admit it. But, I mean, Porter Martone, the 6th overall pick, this is a kid. He's a big boy. He's compared to Matthew Tkachuk, who plays for Florida, plays bully hockey, and that kind of way of playing. And the Jack Nesbitt, the 12th pick that they took, is a big, long center that it's maybe some comparisons to Sean Couturier there. We'll see. Yeah. He's got some work to do. He's a bit more of a project. But they're moving in the right direction. They're bringing in talent. They got Mishkov, who's incredible. Like, it's just ridiculous how skilled he is. And you had a guy like Zegras in the offseason, some more development from younger players. And I think they're moving in the right direction. I think that the ball starts to gather energy rolling down the hill rather quickly in the NHL, too. So if they can solve the goaltending issue, then they're going to be in a good spot. But that's a big
you're
question.
retired,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
they bring me in for practice to make everybody feel better. You guys are having trouble scoring? Here you go.
All right. Well, listen, Jason, good luck with everything. The treatment, obviously, and all that in your life, but also this event tomorrow. Cancer Warriors Charity Hockey Tournament. It's going to be at the Flyers Training Center at Voorhees. And you can get by as early as you want to. It's going on majority of the day, and 3-on-3, and like you said, lots of raffle baskets. I assume there's lots of good Flyer stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's great stuff there. I mean, there's beach houses, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean,
That's heavy duty.
Yeah. It's gonna be, you got to get down to a game again this year. I haven't seen you down there in a while.
Definitely, absolutely. Great to see you, Jason.
You guys too.
Good luck
Thank
with
you.
everything. All right, Jason Myrtetus, guys. And like we said, the information is available at WMMR.com/events.